EA Sports. It's in the game.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder, Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Derby County.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Eusebio. Getting the ball forward. For the lead here. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Shevchenko. It should be. It's gone in. A goal for PSG beyond the goalkeeper to square things up.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Milinkovic-Savic. And possession won by Alonso. Eusebio. On the ball, Cannavaro. And on to Sneijder. Mane. And he has options available. Well, didn't go to plan in the end. A real opening now. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Sneijder. The ball with Rodri. Eusebio. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. Will they get themselves level here? So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Very alert defending to cut off the supply. And PSG pushing. Luka Modric! Keeper getting the touch. Well, just fractionally wide. Good strike. Kubo. On the ball, Cannavaro. The ball with Rodri. Wesley Sneijder. Well, we're into the final half hour. Plenty of support here. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Andriy Shevchenko. Figo. Can he take the chance? And in the back of the net for PSG, their lead extended to 2 now.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Rodri. Sadio Mane now. Alex Balde. Ibanez. And playing it to the goalkeeper. Alexander-Arnold. Well, as we approach full-time, Paris Saint-Germain absolutely coasting to victory, Stuart.
Yeah, clearly the better side. Obviously been fantastic up front, but it's their work ethic for me. They're just not happy unless they have the ball, and they're fighting to win it back whenever they do lose it. It's been a really great performance all round.
Eusebio. Promising sequence. And still danger here. And that will do it for this game anyway. And it goes into the history books as a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their performance?
Well, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park well. Going forward, there was some really nice incisive play too. It's a good result for them.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Barcelona.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
And a good take under duress there. Likes to run with the ball at his feet. Can they take the lead? There it is! A delightful start to this match. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
Well, PSG get the ball moving again. How will they respond? Diaz? Well, the header at least made the goalkeeper think. Virgil van Dijk. And Mateus has it. Roy Keane. And Diaz has it. Mateus. Or can they prize them open now? Happy to pass the ball, but remaining patient. And under pressure, that was a fine claim. Luis Diaz. What can he do with it now? It's a pass over the top, intended for Luka Modric. So it's going to be a goal kick here. Thuram. Lothar Matthäus. Ronaldo on the ball. And approaching the half-time whistle and PSG narrowly behind. Stuart, your assessment to this point? Could be! Well, he so badly wanted to net another one, but the keeper playing his part.
Well, maybe that should have been his second, but you can see another one coming. He's playing so well here.
Just not a particularly good corner there. And with that, the first half draws to a close. And the referee sounding the second half into action. It's Barcelona with the lead here. Alphonso Davies. Plenty of support here. Ronaldo. And it's in! A goal for Barcelona! They are the team in charge. And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. And tidily played. And it's gone out of play. Goal kick coming up. Shevchenko. Attacking possibilities for PSG. Well, it still could be dangerous. And the attack fizzling out. Rewarded for that brilliant high press. And a goal here! Well, it took a definite nick, and nothing the keeper could do about it whatsoever.
Well, let's take another look, and there's the deflection. And from that moment on, the keeper had no chance, did he?
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. 20 minutes remaining. Teammates available. And with that, the move comes to an end, and a goal kick to follow now. Substitution it is for PSG. Campbell. Claude Makelele.
Well, this game is far from over. Will PSG get another big chance before the end? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to that noise.
Makelele. Figo. Oh, more! And turned onto the woodwork. Lothar Matthäus. And that is that, the final whistle. The big headline here, PSG lose.
Well, Derek, it was a poor result, but it was a really tight contest. Both sides had their chances. It could have gone either way, but in the end, they will be disappointed.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Real Madrid.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Alexander-Arnold. And a goal it is! No long wait for the opener today.
Well, let's just see again how Alexander-Arnold delivered this cross into such a good area. And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance. It's a great goal.
1-0 then. Zico. Dries Mertens. It's with Berghuis. No problems for Alonso. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Nuno Mendes. Eduardo Camavinga. Real Madrid unable to hang on to the ball. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Jimenez. Camavinga. Zico. And Alonso defending well. Decent effort there.
Well, he has such good technique. He really did hit that well. He certainly came close there.
Mertens. Eduardo Camavinga. Lang. Showing good patience. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. Well, he's certainly not alone. This could square the game. Berghuis. He's going forward well here. Will it open up? Oh, magnificent reaction. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. So the ball rolling again. Second half underway. Will Real be able to up their game? Good-looking sequence, this. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Shevchenko. And Modric carries it forward. Let's see what he does next. And nearly extending their lead.
Well, it wasn't quite the finish he was looking for. He just couldn't quite keep it on target.
Zico. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. And teammates around him. Very quick thinking there. Dries Mertens. Camavinga. Eduardo Camavinga. Shevchenko. Luis Figo. He's in here. Oh, it's gone in for PSG as they extend their advantage to 2 goals.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Shevchenko. Luis Figo. Will it be? Spectacular save. Top-class goalkeeping. Shevchenko. In it goes to rubber stamp it once and for all.
Well, just look at this again. Great technique, good accuracy, and enough power to beat the keeper. That's an excellent goal.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Well, it comes down to the final 5 minutes. Zico. Here's Berghuis. He has teammates around him. And that will do it for this game anyway, and it goes into the history books as a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their performance?
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson, and we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. Stuart, how do you see this one going?
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Vera, Pedri, Beckham. Pedri. And on to Zico. Davitashvili. And moving the ball nicely. Well, they keep passing away. And he has options available. Might be a chance here. Can he finish? And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
So underway again here, 1-0 the score. Pedri. Pedri. Well, no stopping him. And a good take under duress there. Andriy Shevchenko. And in with a real chance. A goal! That's two for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here. A very timely interception. Luis Diaz. Now, options are plenty. Well, they're going to be very cross with themselves because that was a wasted opportunity. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So back underway here into the second half. Well, relying on the passing game in a bid to get themselves back into it. Well, punched clear. Emphasis on the clearance, a good one. Musa Sila. Beckham. And they need to get tighter. Can he find the right pass? And he read it well defensively. Figo. Andriy Shevchenko. The ball with Luka Modric. Alonso! Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. "15 minutes left for play. Luis Diaz. Luis Figo. And Diaz has it. Ball played nicely. PSG couldn't keep the ball. Out of play, PSG throw-in forthcoming. PSG have been readying 2 substitutes, and now both will come on. Bellingham. Davitashvili. Well, in the closing phase here, and PSG excelling, Stuart.
Yeah, this has been a good performance. They've looked really sharp going forward, and they've shown a lot of energy. They'll certainly be pleased with their overall display up to now.
And that will do it for this game anyway, and it goes into the history books as a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their performance?
Well, fairly comfortable in the end, wasn't it? Thought they controlled the middle of the park well. Going forward, there was some really nice incisive play too. It's a good result for them.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start, with justifiable cause. It's Barcelona against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, as always, I'm looking forward to this because both teams have strong aspects to their game. Both managers like to play attacking football, and we've got some good matchups all over the pitch.
Goretzka. Plenty of support here. Very effective pass. Well, he tried to place that one, and given his proximity to the goal, he's bound to be disappointed. Leon Goretzka. Just the clearance that was needed. JJ Okocha. Shevchenko. Can he put them in front? Oh, magnificent reaction. Bernardo Silva. Well, another corner, hot on the heels of the last one. And putting paid to the danger. A goal! The opening statement of the match, a richly deserved lead, and now they can celebrate.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
Underway once more, and it's going to be interesting to see whether or not PSG can articulate an appropriate reply. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Just had to look a bit lively given the pressure. Kenny Dalglish. Capdevila. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Leon Goretzka. Oh, really hit with venom and off the woodwork.
Well, that's a great shot. He just hit it with such power. I'm not sure the keeper would have got that, you know.
Bellanova. Good pass. Beckham. Now with Silva. Goodness gracious me! How about that for technique? You can't strike them much better than that.
Well, as you can see, this catches everybody by surprise. Look where he is when he strikes it. That's a great goal.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45. Well, they get the ball rolling again. Second half underway here, and PSG really need to lift themselves. Teammates available. Well, nothing comes of it. Andriy Shevchenko. Modric. Luis Diaz. And clears the danger. Makelele. That could pull one back here. Well, decent effort, but not troubling the keeper too much. JJ Okocha. Barcelona free kick. It'll be here. Shevchenko. Capdevila. And a good-looking pass. Shevchenko. Must be! Alexander-Arnold. It's with Makelele. Figo. A very timely interception. Oh, there it is! A lifeline in this game! And what a finale we could be in for here!
Well, let's look at it again. What a volley this is. Perfect technique, great contact, and a wonderful goal.
Here it is now, a substitution. Well, as they kick off, and the referee says enough is enough. That's the end of the game. It's a defeat for PSG. Your assessment?
Well, Derek, not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Paris Saint-Germain, and they take on Juventus.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Dembele. Now Roberto Carlos. He has teammates around him. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Lampard. Perisic with the ball. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Andriy Shevchenko. Might be able to get in behind the defence. A fine reading of the situation. Dembele. Juventus keep possession, and it's positive possession. What can they do from this position? Top-class defending. And he's broken free. Chance still on. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, as you can see, he gave the keeper no chance there. He looked so confident, didn't he? That's a cool finish.
And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Plenty of support here. This could square the game. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
So, a level contest, 1-1. Xabi Alonso. Andrew Robertson. Dembele. "30 minutes left for play. Jude Bellingham. Dembele on the ball. And support available. Cunha. Now Perisic. And an astute piece of defending. Figo. Going well. Is it going to be? Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, here it is again, and what a perfect cross into the box this is. Just inviting someone to attack it, and the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Time for a change then. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider. Roberto Carlos. Juventus battling against the clock and the scoreline. What can they pull out of the fire? But quick thinking defensively.
Well, just listen to this atmosphere. It's been such a tight game, but the fans are certainly doing their...
And that will do it for this game anyway, and it goes into the history books as a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their performance?
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it. A well-earned victory.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Real Madrid.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here, try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that's not a good clearance. Declan Rice. And the ball with Pedro Gonçalves. Well, the referee has reached for his pocket early on here. Well, the referee not hanging about here. He's decided to caution him, Stuart.
And he's going to be under a lot of pressure now. That was a poor challenge.
He has teammates around him. Zanetti must take the lead here. Good piece of defending. PSG looking dangerous. Shevchenko. Well, a powerful effort, but just wide. Yapstam. Matuidi. Luis Hernandez. And the ball with Figo. Hernandez. Nicely timed tackle. He's in with a chance. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
Action underway once more. A wake-up call for the Real players, maybe. Can they find a response now? Hernandez. On to Matuidi. This could square the game. And it's in! Beyond the goalkeeper, Real Madrid are level.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. And there it is, the half-time whistle. And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Zanetti. Into the advanced position. Is it going to be? It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Modric. Luis Figo. Well, he took care of it defensively. Figo. What can Real do from this position? Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Xabi Alonso. Modric. And the ball with Figo. And it's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain to square this game.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. 15 minutes left for play. Gonzalo Inacio. Well, he's certainly not alone. Can he put them in front? And a goal! At this stage of the game, it might be decisive. And just look at their supporters.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Well, it's getting late in the day now, Derek. Can PSG find an equaliser? Their fans certainly think so.
Time is against PSG. This could be the equaliser. And that will be all for this game. The final whistle is sounded, and it's a defeat for PSG.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, and sharing commentary with me, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Barcelona.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Modric. Figo. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
And Barca get the ball moving once more. How will they react? Dani Ceballos. Lorenzo Pellegrini with it. Andriy Shevchenko. And he's in. Still a chance. They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back.
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Ceballos. Lewandowski. Can he find the right pass? And is this the moment for Lewandowski? That's high-level goalkeeping.
Well, that's a fantastic save. He's such a good keeper.
Modric. Now, what can Paris Saint-Germain do from this position? Clears it away. Inching towards the interval, and it's going with home advantage. Stuart, as always, very keen to get your take.
Well, they've played some really good football up to now. In particular, the way they've got it into their front players has been excellent. I've also liked the movement of the strikers. They just now need to take this forward into the second half.
Well, a struggle to get it away properly. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. And so back in business here, and there can be no denying it. A huge gulf between the teams in the first 45. Will we see a response from Barcelona in the second half? Gustavo Hammer. Ceballos. Ibanez. And the ball with Shevchenko. A real opening now. Surely now. And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. 30 minutes left for play. Rafinha. Lewandowski. And is this the moment for Lewandowski? There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Makalele. And played the pass well. Nicely timed tackle. And it took a little nick before it went over the touchline. So a throw in here. Pellegrini. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well-timed tackle. Gustavo Hammer. Here's Rafinha. Lewandowski. Lewandowski with others to play it to. Good challenge and a throw-in coming up. Well, they've decided to make a change. Gustavo Hammer. Not the most confident clearance. Andriy Shevchenko. And there's the final whistle, and we can confirm a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their overall display?
Well, Derek, it was fairly comfortable in the end because they were tactically superior, had better individuals, and were always a threat going forward. It was a really good performance and a good result as well.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, ready here in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfielder, Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. Stuart, what are you expecting to see?
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
The fist of the goalkeeper. And a PSG corner. Still not clear. Luka Modric. Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
Joel Ward. Griezmann. It could work out for Rakitic. He succeeds in clearing it. He's in with a chance. Opportunity still there. Oh my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box. Just begging someone to get on the end of it. But he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Rakitic. And Rakitic with purpose and control. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Alderweireld. On to Silva. Here's Alvaro Garcia. Now with Silva. Griezmann. Griezmann. Well, strongly fisted away. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Ivan Rakitic. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. No, high-quality defending. Shevchenko. Effective-looking pass. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. Griezmann. Here's Alvaro Garcia. Could reduce the deficit. In it goes to alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
And time for the change now. Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. Modric. Claude Makelele. 20 minutes to go. Well, they keep passing away. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. Well, the keeper had plenty to think about with bodies around him. The clearance from Makelele.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to them. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on here. What a noise we've got.
Well, making considerable progress with the ball. And stopping the danger. And there's the final whistle, and we can confirm a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their overall display?
Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. My name is Derek Ray, excited to be bringing you match commentary, and alongside me, my broadcasting partner, Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Portugal.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Andrew Robertson. And the pass deftly cut out. Bale. Can he put them in front? And a goal! Now they have their opener, and now they can celebrate.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Are back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Andrew Robertson. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Alessandro Bastoni. Barella. Andriy Shevchenko. Dembele on the ball. Can he find the right pass? Bale. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course, the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Luis Figo. Really good interception. Dembele. And Portugal moving the ball with purpose. Surely! And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, as you can see, he's given far too much space, but he still had some work to do, and I think that's a very tidy finish. It was never in doubt.
So the action continues, and Portugal very much bossing the proceedings here. Figo. Well, he's allowed it to go over the touchline, so a throw-in. Luis Diaz. And the ball with Shevchenko. Plays with a positional sense that is second to none. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. And the ball rolling again after what was a dizzying first 45 from Portugal, you've got to say. Can they match that performance in this half? Luis Diaz. And they need to get tighter. And just wide. There really wasn't much in that at all. And a simple clearance, a good one. Shevchenko. Now, chance here. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Substitution time it is here. A lopsided contest, 4-0. Luis Diaz. 30 minutes left for play. Modric. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. It has to be! And a goal to delight the fans! Just what they were hoping for!
Well, as you can see, he's just placed that beyond the keeper. That's a very good finish.
Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. Lothar Matthäus. And Matthäus has it. Walker. And teammates around him. Dembele, Mateus. And he did what he had to do defensively. Dembele. Well, he was a long way from goal, but that didn't seem to bother him.
Well, he won't strike a football much better than that. That certainly had the keeper worried.
Just 10 minutes remaining here. Andriy Shevchenko. The ball with Luka Modric. Luis Figo. And still danger here. Well, they can bring it out now. Andriy Shevchenko. And that is that, the final whistle. The big headline here, PSG lose.
Oh dear, Derek, that was a worrying display. They were completely outplayed in almost every department. The coach has got a lot of work to do before the next game.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Sporting.
Thanks, Derek. Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Well, good use of the ball. Well, I think a classic commentator's curse just then. Couldn't make the ideal pass. Andrew Robertson. And Diaz has it. Hamšík. Declan Rice. Pavel